Hi guys, I think Rachel Reeves and the Labour government are getting a lot of the blame recently for problems that are beyond their control. Now don't get me wrong, some of the things they're doing are making life more difficult for ordinary people, but it can be convenient for both the media and the likes of the Tories to point the finger of blame at the Chancellor when there's some bad news on the economic front. Sky News reported here that the supermarket chain Tesco are laying off 400 staff. Critics of the government were quick to blame the rise in national insurance contributions, but there's a problem with such a statement. Have a listen.
Tesco has announced cuts to 400 jobs across its stores. These are at its head office and its bakery, so not great news from the high street.
No, not at all, and this actually reflects a statement, very similar one that we saw from Sainsbury's last week. 3,000 jobs going in their cafe and bakery section and head office too. Now, I haven't seen the statement from Tesco, but I suspect, and we've heard this from business quite a lot in recent months, in part this may be due to the increases we've seen in, or we will see, in national insurance contributions for him.
No. What the hell are you doing? You're supposed to be reporting the news. What is it? He's engaging in speculation here. You actually heard it at the beginning of the report. They have decided to downsize their company in respect to traditional bakeries and managerial roles. There's no reference to national insurance contributions. Like, why would the reporter here inject or shoehorn in national insurance contributions if Tesco did not mention that in their report? They said we're laying off 400 staff. If national insurance contributions was a problem, they'd be laying off thousands of staff. But they're laying off 400. They have already told you why they're doing that. It's because they're moving away from traditional bakeries. I'll leave links in the description to this that I found about this. And they're moving towards, for example, more efficient ways of doing business and catering to the new needs, the current needs of their consumers, of their customers. That's what they're doing. Nothing to do with national insurance contributions, or if there is, you actually have to provide evidence of that link. You can't just assume it.
Employers coming up later on this year, effectively a tax on employing people, if you like, and also...
It's not a tax, it's national insurance contributions. Stop using the wrong language. This guy is supposed to be a journalist, and he's already made assumptions based on a report that doesn't make any assumptions at all, and he's using the wrong terminology when it comes to national insurance contributions.
So that increase in the minimum wage, which many businesses have said, even big ones like Tesco, is going to cost them a lot of money that they might find unaffordable. And I think there are concerns. We heard this big speech from the Chancellor today. You've been talking about it, about economic growth. But many businesses feel that actually one of the barriers to growth has been those tax increases, if you like, which could see unemployment tick up this year. It's already on the rise, and I suspect that statement from Tesco, following on from Sainsbury's last week, and these are companies, Jane, by the way, that are doing very well, that had very good Christmas sales.
They're doing very well. Their sales are up. Their revenue is up. So why would they be saying we're going through a difficult time? Why would they be saying we need to lay off loads of staff if it's down to national insurance contributions? Like, they're actually doing well. They've already told you why they're laying off staff. I believe Tesco's profits or revenue is up 15%. Like, if they're doing well, then obviously they're not laying off people because they're not doing well. This doesn't make any sense. Look, the media, it seems, are trying to latch on to something here. The Chancellor has talked about increasing national insurance contributions, so they're trying to blame any bad news on that. That's bad journalism. You can criticize the government if you have evidence to back it up, but there is no evidence here. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.